Hey guys, this is Horacio Gallegos, Digital Assets Factory, and I'm here in my Zen garden, and I was meditating to the SEO gods and spirits. Just kidding, this is just a coffee shop, but it's got a nice garden. So I wanted to send you a message, a very important message that's either going to make you, in a couple of weeks or maybe a month, you're going to either be laughing or you're going to be crying, depending on if you apply the information. Maybe you already applied it, but this is very important updates coming to you from Google that I want to share with you. I'm just going to kind of explain to you today what those things are, and then I'm going to go into much more detail next week. I'm going to do a 3-part series. So there's big changes coming. If you have a website and if you actually either enjoy getting customers from it and leads, or you actually would like to do that, listen up. A couple of changes. Number one, there's going to be some major changes to mobile and how your website is equipped to handle mobile traffic. You heard about this possibly last year in April of 2015. I guarantee you, this is going to be something different from what you've heard. Okay? Very important. Number two, it's how your website displays content. So what is the importance of your domain name? What is the importance of your titles, your URL structure, your content, and your descriptions? Very important and different and counterintuitive even to what we've seen in the past. It's almost polar opposite of what was happening 2 years ago. And number three is, oh my gosh, so it's mobile, URL structure. Oh, what kind of practices you use to rank a website, whether depending on whether you're trying to get to page 1, like if you were going from page 3 to page 1, and then what it takes to get from the bottom of page 1 to the top 3. Different strategies, different thresholds on content, on duplicate content, on excessive, I'm just going to say that, okay? It's different strategies to get to page 1 and then to rise from the bottom of page 1 to the top. Very, very important, okay? Because sometimes we get stuck at bottom of page 1 and we just keep adopting the same strategies thinking we're going to rise, and it doesn't work. Those are the 3 big areas that I'm going to cover. I'm going to condense the information a little bit more, and what I'm going to tell you is tested with hundreds and hundreds of sites, new sites, old sites, age sites, brand new, all of that. So you'll have a nice sample size that you can use and you can implement. So this is information that you're going to be able to use if you're doing it yourself, if you're working with an agency or a consultant, or if you're thinking about getting somebody to help you out. You want to rank in Google. Okay? So those are the 3: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So stay tuned here on this page, and I will actually I'm going to put a link to the fan page here at the bottom. Go ahead and like that, because after this week, I don't think I'm not going to put all of the content on the personal page. Just right now, I'm doing it because of the Facebook algorithm. You know, it shows it to more people if you're a personal page. So sorry, you have to deal with it, or you can just, you know, keep scrolling. But I want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. A couple of thoughts that I've implemented. One from a book that I just finished reading, Gary Keller, The One Thing. And it's really helped me focus here in the last 6 months, and that is asking yourself this question every single day when you start, and that is, what is the one thing that if I do today, what is the one thing that if I accomplish it, everything else becomes irrelevant or unnecessary? So maybe it's doing something with your marketing, maybe it's hiring someone. If you solve that, if you solve, for example, getting leads and getting more business, would it solve your staffing issues and your reducing your rent issues and a bunch of other stuff if more money and more leads were coming in, right? Would it solve your HR issues that people leave because there's not enough business in your place? So think about that. I know what it is for me. I rank websites. I learn I continue learning on how to do that better, and I share that information with my clients and I execute it. That's pretty much my 3 things, but it's always one thing, and until you cross that one out for that day, don't move on to the next one. You'll be surprised how even though things take longer, you perceive it to take longer, when you look back at a week or a month, you get a lot more done. And the last one about leverage. Archimedes said, if you give me a long enough pole or stick and a fulcrum to place it on, I can move the world. So the knowledge that I'm going to share with you next week hopefully will provide that leverage for you. If you already have it in something else, good for you. You don't have to listen. But if you are looking for that edge, for something new, for that leverage that you don't have right now. I'm going to see you next week. Okay, tune in, like the fan page below, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.